A majority of Filipino citizens work overseas or outside the Philippines, ostensibly to provide a better future for their kin. To add up, a number of them even bring their families along or start their family overseas, resulting in a percentage of Filipinos born abroad. This necessitated the need to provide Filipino education for these offspring even while overseas, obviously to keep up with their roots. As of the present, there are 32 Filipino schools outside the Philippines, found in 10 countries, 6 of them being Middle Eastern countries: the Kingdom of Bahrain, the State of Kuwait, the Sultanate of Oman, the State of Qatar, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, and 4 other nations: East Timor, Greece, Italy, and Libya.
Hello and welcome to Informatrivia, stories, trivias, and facts, a documentary series by MultiJames95. If you're new to this channel, please click the subscribe button and notification bell to get updates on this series and other content. And remember to leave a like. Now let's hurry along and take a look at this episode's subject.
The Middle East is a region in Asia which also plays host to a huge number of overseas Filipinos, many based in the 6 aforementioned Arab countries which form part of the Gulf Cooperation Council or GCC. Each Filipino school in the GCC has a unique history of its own. Now, we will look into one, Philippine School Sultanate of Oman, which happens to be my alma mater. In 1989, Filipino overseas workers in Oman, in cooperation with the Philippine government agencies Overseas Workers Welfare Administration or OWA and the Department of Labor and Employment or DOLE, conceived ideas for a community school for the Filipinos which they can call as home. They received support of the Philippine Honorary Consul General, His Excellency Esa bin Mohammed Al-Zijali. The school's first site was inaugurated on the 2nd of February 1990 at the Al-Wataya district, which neighbors the business district of Rui. On 17th February 1990, the school, then named as Philippine Community School or PCS, formally opened its portals to 38 students under multi-level classes handled by volunteer teachers Bernie Kate and Fatma Al-Kitani. June of the same year saw the arrival of the hired principal, Miss Elenita Fernandez, who worked with the first 3 elementary teachers, Miss Isabelita E. Malong, Miss Carmelita Balagtas de Jesus, and Miss Fe Edithaldin T. Vendiola, all who came from the Philippines before the end of the year. It was then that the school offered the pre-elementary level consisting of nursery, kindergarten, and preparatory, and elementary level from grades 1 to 6. The first batch of graduates was the preparatory pupils handled by the school principal. September 1991 saw the arrival of the first preschool teacher, the late Mrs. Rosario G. Ballesteros. Later, on October 16, the school was recognized as a learning institution by the Sultanate of Oman's Ministry of Education, then named as Ministry of Education and Youth. It was able to produce its first set of grade 6 graduates in school year 1990 to 1991. The school transferred to a new and spacious site in Al Quair during the school year 1992 to 1993, its 3rd year of operation. It opened its secondary level with 6 first-year high school enrollees, who were handled by the first batch of high school teachers, Dr. Dionisio Viloria, Mrs. Erlinda M. Valientes, and the late Mr. Enrique B. Pontillas, who arrived that year along with a new elementary school teacher, Miss Annette Imperial. During that time, the old 1945 to 2017 basic education curriculum was still used, and today's grade 7 was then called as first-year high school. This curriculum, otherwise known as the K to 4th year high school or K to 10, offered 2 or 3 years of preschool, kindergarten and preparatory, 10 years of basic education, 6 years of elementary, and 4 years of high school. Towards the end of the same school year, the graduating 6th graders composed a graduation song under the tutelage of Miss Fe Edithaldin T. Vendiola. This graduation song, named Hail P.S. Hail, officially became the school's alma mater hymn in the year 1994. School year 1993 to 1994 saw the hiring of 4 additional teachers to accommodate the growing population. This also necessitated the relocation of the school to a new site in Rui due to the residential area in Alquer being deemed unsafe for the students. Having maintained the prescribed standards of instruction and having complied with the rules and regulations set by the Department of Education, then named as Department of Education, Culture and Sports or DEX for short, and in consonance with the policies for international schools by the Ministry of Education in Oman, PCS gained its government recognition number 2 series of 1995 on 31st January 1995 under its new name, Philippine School. Other official names given were Philippine School Sultanate of Oman or PSSO and Philippine School Muscat or PSM for short. This recognition grants PSSO not only to offer the pre-elementary and elementary, but also secondary courses. Since then, the school has been operating in accordance with the laws of the Republic of the Philippines, particularly along organization, administration, and supervision for private educational institutions. Likewise, with Ministerial Decree No. 4, 2006 of the Sultanate of Oman. At the end of the school year 1994 to 1995, 19 elementary pupils and the first batch of 6 high school students graduated. For the school year 1995 to 1996, the Parents Teachers Association of the Philippine School, or PSSO-PTA, requested the government for a site at the center of the city. This was granted and the school found a new home in a bigger and better building at Madinat Sultan Qaboos, with a new batch of teachers joining the teaching force. The school made another chapter in its history on April 21, 1996, which saw the Pledge of Loyalty written by Miss Fe Editaldin T. Venjola. It was recited during the graduation ceremony of that said school year for the very first time. 4 additional teachers were hired in the school year 1996 to 1997 in response to the need of the school with the continuous increase in student population. To ensure greater, convenient, and better accessibility for the student population hailing from all districts of the capital, the school returned to the district of Alquer sometime in 1997, permanently settling in the said district before the start of the school year 1999 to 2000. A big 2-story villa at Way 4727 of Almanhel Street became its home base. Following the entry of the new millennium in the year 2000, or Y2K for short, the ever-growing student population necessitated an annex compound which opened at the villa in Way 4144 of Al Kuleya Street. This villa would serve as the institution's annex campus for 1 year, from the 3rd or 4th quarter of the same school year 2000 to 2001, and the early days of school year 2001 to 2002. By this time, boasted 23 able and dedicated teachers and personnel. The school year 2001 to 2002 saw PSSO's relocation to a bigger and more presentable villa at Way 2356 of Al Janubaya Street in Alquer 33, with the main campus moving from its 1997 to 2001 site to another large villa 2 doors away from the annex compound sometime later. This move proved convenient for the institution as both the annex and main campuses occupied 2 separate villas in the same site. Preschool and elementary departments, along with the administration, accounting, and principal's office, housed in the 3-story villa, and the high school department at the other 3-story villa. For the next 6 years, Alquer 33 became the home of Philippine School until its departure by the end of school year 2006 to 2007. School year 2004 to 2005 saw the transition of history subjects, civics and culture for elementary, and social studies for secondary from being taught in Filipino to English, to cope up with the number of foreign nationals enrolling and to also help enforce a better speak English policy. From that year onwards, all history subjects were taught in the English language. In April 2005, the Board of Directors for school year 2004 to 2006 initiated the acquisition of the new PS site at the Alquer Heights. Following year, a groundbreaking ceremony took place and the construction of the new building started immediately. The transfer of the new school to its current site was facilitated by the Board of Directors 2006 to 2008, and the new school building was inaugurated on June 16, 2007 by 2004 to 2010 Philippine Ambassador to the Sultanate of Oman, retired Philippine National Police General His Excellency Ahmad D. Omar Sr., and this remained the sole building of the school until 2016. The school year 2007 to 2008 marked the first time classes began in the month of June, ending the chapter of the institution's history when school began in April or May, with a post-first quarter summer break taking place in July and classes resuming in August from second quarter onwards. Classes were supposed to open on June 13, 2007, but it was delayed instead to June 23 as the destructive wrath of Cyclone Gonu, which hit the Sultanate on the 6th of June the same year, left a trail of destruction, necessitating repairs. Also in the same school year, Arabic subjects and classes were offered for the first time. Taking place simultaneously with the Filipino language classes, these were handled by the first Arabic teacher of the school, Jordanian national Lilian Juma, who is later succeeded by Sudanese-American Medina Khalifa. With Khalifa's departure, new Arabic teachers joined the teaching force in 2012 and the subsequent years. Arabic continues to be offered by PSSO to this day and are taken by non-Filipino foreign students. A half Filipino, half foreign national may choose to either attend Filipino or Arabic. However, full-blood Filipino students, including those born in and registered as citizens of nations upholding birthright citizenship laws and doctrines, commonly known as Jus Soli, are still required to take Filipino courses. The school underwent improvements with the addition of a covered court during the third quarter of the school year 2008 to 2009, and a series of bleachers was constructed during the fourth quarter of school year 2009 to 2010. The new bleachers were first utilized for the school's 20th anniversary held on February 25 to 26, 2010. School year 2009 to 2010 also saw the introduction of the Islamic prayer during flag ceremonies. This prayer, first recited on June 13, 2009, follows after the main school prayer. Since then, all school events and activities have an Islamic prayer following the primary prayers. Prior to the end of the same school year, the first preschool teacher, Mrs. Rosario G. Ballesteros, retired from service. She passed away in the Philippines on August 2010, causing much grief to the school. With the need to implement safer security after two break-in robbery incidents during mid-September of the school year 2009 to 2010, the school added CCTV cameras and tested security guard services with the help of the Royal Oman Police during school year 2010 to 2011. In the same school year, PSSO helped commemorate Oman's 40th National Day by performing for the then monarch of Oman, the late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said Al Said, and the United Kingdom and Commonwealth's then ruling monarch, the late Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. In school year 2011 to 2012, the student government body named Student Council of the Philippine School, or SCOPS for short, welcomed its first non-Filipino president, Tanzanian Omani Alassam Mohammed Al-Hinay. He graduated at the end of that school year as part of the senior year batch of 2012. In addition, the school also introduced the use of a sash for graduating students. Since then, all graduates of the school now wear a graduation sash during the commencement exercises or graduation ceremonies at the end of every school year. The school made a new chapter in its history by implementing the new basic education curriculum known as K-12 for the start of school year 2012 to 2013. First applied as a trial run during that school year, the new curriculum replaces first to fourth year with grades 7 to 10 and adds 2 more years of high school, known as senior high school, which runs from grades 11 to 12. However, the old 1945 to 2017 curriculum, otherwise known as K to 4th year high school or K to 10, continued to coexist along with the K to 12 program until the last batch of old high school curriculum students graduated secondary level during the end of school year 2014 to 2015. Also in the year 2012 to 2013, a new stage was constructed and was first used during the school's production of the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, The Phantom of the Opera, held on December 19, 2012. Academic year 2015 to 2016 would make history as the new curriculum would undergo a phased implementation, and the grade 10 students of that year would also undergo trainings and orientations for preparation of their entry to senior high school. A revamped graduation ceremony for that year, with only the grade 6 wearing togas and the grade 10 donning the usual high school uniform, was held at the Oman Auditorium of Al Bustan Palace Hotel by the conclusion of that year. In addition, a redesigned graduation sash made its debut. School year 2016 to 2017 saw PSSO welcome its first batch of senior high school students, offering the general academic strand, or GAS for short, with electives for the track Science, Engineering, Technology and Mathematics, abbreviated as STEM, as its first track. New executive attire style uniforms were introduced for the senior high school. For the girls, executive blouses and trousers alongside scarf-like cravats replaced the Sailor Moon collared blouses, skirts, and neckties, respectively, and black foot socks along with high-heeled shoes made their debut. The boys, on the other hand, now wear long-sleeve button-up shirts with neckties instead of short-sleeve button-up shirts used from preschool to junior high school, and black socks were also introduced, while still having the option to wear white ones. The school logo was also given a new facelift and redesign. With the last certificates and diplomas for the old elementary curriculum awarded at the end of the school year, PSSO fully transitioned to the K-12 curriculum during school year 2017 to 2018, effectively phasing out the K-10 or K-4th year curriculum on June 15, 2017. And it was at the end of the same school year when the institution produced its first set of senior high school graduates. The new navy blue toga made its debut and is now used by senior high school graduates. Since school year 2017 to 2018, only the grade 6 and senior high school graduates wear the toga, while the junior high school wear their school uniforms, but still wear the old high school toga consisting of blue tassels and tie straps for graduation pictorial purposes. Due to the expanding number of students and the need for additional classrooms to keep in line with the K-12 program, an annex building was constructed across the original building from 2014 until 2016, opening in April 2017. The new building, acting as an extension, now houses the senior high school department as well as both the yearbook and newsletter magazine clubs, the latter being named as Pacesetter. Subsequently, Philippine School Sultanate of Oman became a member of the organization Philippine Schools Overseas, which was later renamed to Association of Philippine Schools Overseas. This is an association of duly registered institutions operating outside the Philippines. All implement the basic education curriculum of the Philippine Department of Education to address the needs of children of Filipinos residing overseas and to facilitate their integration to the Philippine education system. In 2019, perpetual recognition was granted by the government to the school. Since 2022, the school has been offering all strands of senior high school. PSSO produced its first set of full-fledged K-12 graduates at the end of school year 2023 to 2024. While sharing the common ground with the first senior high school graduates beginning preschool through the old curriculum, these full-fledged K-12 graduates began elementary school under the new curriculum, finishing it in 2018 and junior high school in 2022. With their completion of basic education in 2024, history was made as they became the institution's newest graduates fully educated under the enhanced Philippine Basic Education Curriculum, or K-12 for short. From its humble beginnings, PSSO evolved from a simple academic institution into a highly structured organization, having more than 700 students, 31 highly qualified and committed teaching staff, and 9 hard-working personnel. Today, PSSO continues to foster quality education, adopting educational trends and developments, and implementing the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, or Republic Act No. 10553, through the K-12 curriculum, which offers kindergarten and 12 years of basic education, 6 years of elementary education, 4 years of junior high school, and 2 years of senior high school. Have you ever studied in Philippine School Sultanate of Oman? What year did you start there? What year did you graduate? What was your happiest memory or saddest memory of this school? Did you ever had reunions? Did you ever visit this school? Tell me your story in the comments.